All right, so welcome to our open house. I'm so excited to be doing this call with you guys. I'm so excited to be sharing. This is kind of the first time we've ever done this where we've ran a free group like this where we've given sample workouts and then we've actually included this open house where we can share lots of things with you guys and hopefully share inspiration and kind of let you know how we got started in this and how it's affected our life and how it's impacted our life and how we wouldn't be able to live without it and all of the things. So I'm so proud of every person in this group who's showing up, who's digging in to do this. This is what it's all about. It's about accountability. It's about people coming together because we all lack confidence. We all need support. We all need encouragement, like every single day. I don't care if you're doing great and everything's going well, right? And you're crushing it. But then what happens? Life happens and it's going to happen and we can't prevent that. And things get in our way and we find struggles or we find bumps in the road or we get behind or we get off track and we fall off the wagon. And I fell off the wagon like 100 times since I started 6 years ago, but that's the beauty of this lifestyle is that you just jump back on. But when you have a group and an army behind you and beside you in a challenge group and in an accountability group, in a community cheering you on, it just makes it everything. Like our group, and we have a really big group that we like host every single month where we, run boot camps and stuff, which we're going to share about that. It's everything to me. Like I can't imagine my life without it. And I struggle with anxiety and depression, and I'm not going to go into that greatly, but I know that's kind of a common topic for people, or I should say a common struggle. And it saved me. The workouts have saved me. The group, the girls, the friendships I've made with this have saved me. So I'm so excited to have all of you guys here so we can share. And we just want to jump right in because I don't want to take a ton of your time. I don't want to go on and on, but I want to allow you guys to ask questions if you have some. But I also have some amazing people who I want to share some of their transformation and some of their kind of just stories with you and how they've crushed goals and how they've overcome obstacles and different things that we all struggle with, because let's face it, we're all on the struggle bus every day with something, right? We're always struggling with something, but it's up to us to overcome it. It's up to us to say, I'm not going to settle for not showing up. I'm not going to not get my workout in. I'm not going to put myself on the back burner because I am struggling. I'm going to dig in and I'm going to overcome this and I'm better for it. So I'm, going for it. And it's that mindset. And we focus so much on mindset because if you don't have your mindset, you don't have anything. And it took me a really long time to figure that out because I could work out and I could show up, but if my mindset's not there and I'm not like loving myself and I'm not trying to give myself grace and I'm not trying to like just love all my imperfections, then I'm going to sort of backslide and it's not going to feel like it's moving in the right direction, right? So mindset's everything. I could go on and on about that, but we don't really have time for all that. Okay, so we're just gonna dig right in. I'm gonna pass the baton to Jessica Servi, who wants to just share. We're just gonna share like 1 to 2 minutes of transformation. I want her to share kind of what she's been with me in my journey like for years, and I'm so much better because of her, and I love her so much, and she's had an amazing transformation, and I just want her to share. So go for it.
Okay, yay. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be chatting with you tonight. I escaped to my deck to find solace and quiet from my children. So we'll see if it works. So basically, I just want to share with you a little bit about me. I have struggled since I can remember with eating, with food. I was never really an athlete. I wanted to be, but I was always a bigger gal. Tabitha makes fun of me for saying that, but I was. So I had come to a point after my second child that I was 270, 280 pounds. We were prayerfully considering our third baby, who you hear in the background right now. And I just knew that I didn't want to start out a pregnancy closer to 300 pounds. And it wasn't so much about the scale. in that I just knew it wasn't healthy, and I wanted to have a healthy pregnancy, and I wanted to show my kids what it looked like, to not have to worry and obsess about their weight. So Tabitha reached out to me. She shared the program and the products with me, and I'm like, you know what? Yes, I'm going for it. I jumped in. My first program was 21 Day Fix, which I know so many of you maybe are familiar with, but basically it's a 3-week program. I put my head down. I focused for 3 weeks. I lost almost 20 pounds in 3 weeks. I continued because I was like, I remember Tabitha saying to me, oh my goodness, can you imagine what you're going to do in your next round? And I'm like, next round. And I'm like, my next round, right? So I continued, and I told Mike, and I discussed it, and I'm like, you know what? As long as I lose 20 pounds, let's start trying again. I lost 20 pounds. We started trying again, got pregnant very, very quickly. Praise God. And I was able to lose 50 pounds throughout that pregnancy in a healthy way, in a sustainable way. Silas is now 3.5 years old. I've been able to keep this weight off for that many years, right? And I struggle with binge eating. It's something that I really have to focus on, a healthy relationship with food. And these programs have given me a way, both the nutrition and the fitness have given me a way to refocus and know that I never have to lose all that I've gained, if that makes sense. It's kind of backwards. But so that's a little bit of my transformation. I know I'll be able to share a little bit more with you a little bit later, but I just want you guys to know, no matter where you're starting, no matter what your goals are, this is such a great tool and a great blessing because it's sustainable. It's doable in your crazy busy life. Like I said, I have 3 kids. My husband works a ton. We just moved an hour away from my whole family. That we travel a lot. This gives me a way to always have the tools right at my fingertips to accomplish my goals. So anyway, that was probably more. I could talk for hours. So
Yes.
I'll hand it off. I'll hand it off to Danielle. She's gonna share with you guys a little bit too, and I'm gonna mute because 3 kids.
Yes. So I also have 3 children who I am half expecting to come out here. So I think before everybody hopped on the call, I was explaining that my daughter, my 4-year-old, has been trying to escape out of our house all day. So I feel like I've been chasing her. So we will see how well this goes. So I'm just going to explain a little bit about, like, first of all, like, why I jumped into Beachbody. To make a long story short, my dad passed away of a massive heart attack when he was 47 years old, way too young. It runs in my family. Heart disease runs in my family. So I started looking for a way to, I decided that I didn't want to be that. Like, obviously I can't, like, outrun genetics, but I can do what I can do what I can do. And I knew that I had to start with getting healthy. And so I had tried all the, buying those DVDs from Walmart, and they either, like, stayed on the shelf unopened, or I opened them and I tried them, and that was as far as I got. Like, I tried them once, and that was as far as it got. So like Jess, I've also struggled with my weight, and then having 3 kids, like, on top of that, it's difficult, and you get down on yourself, and all of these things. Like, I also suffer from anxiety, and so I knew that I needed more, and I just wasn't sure what that was, and I had no idea what Beachbody was. I had no idea. So I, of course, was approached by my sister, actually, at the time, and she talked to me about Beachbody and what it was. And I'm like, sure, like, what do I got to lose? So I jumped in on it and started a program. And I, for the first time in my life, was seeing the number go down on the scale, like for the first time in my life. Like, because I was always a yo-yo dieter. I would lose 5 pounds, gain 10, you know? And so to make a long story short, which I'm not really making it very short, but I lost over 50 pounds. And, you know, like Tabitha mentioned, falling off the wagon. I have fallen off the wagon. I have, like, multiple times. But the thing about this, and I think the most important thing for me with Beachbody, is that it has made me look at working out completely different. I don't see it necessarily as a chore anymore. I see that if today, I don't feel like doing anything, like I will either not do anything because I don't want to, because I'm going to choose that, you know, use that as my rest day, or I've got the community to pull me out of whatever feelings I'm having and hold me accountable, and I get my workout in. And so this is literally the only thing that has worked for me and has kept me, like, I've been doing Beachbody for 3 years. It's not one of those DVDs that are sitting on the shelf collecting dust. So I use this every single day, and it's so important to me. And I think that it offers so much more. Like, it's the only thing that has ever worked for me. So that's all I got.
Yeah,
Tab.
for sure. And it's sustainable, like you guys said. Like, it's not something that, I mean, it's a lifestyle change. It's something that is just, when are we ever not going to need health and fitness in our life? When are we ever not going to need support and encouragement and someone to lift us up and someone to say, like, you got this, like, let's do this, dig in, you know, dig back in and go back to the basics. The basics are pushing play. Like, if I don't do anything else today for myself, I better push play or I'm going to feel it. Like, if I don't start my day off with a workout, I can tell that I didn't start my day off with a workout, you know? And it's like, it fuels my body, and my body craves it now. And like Danielle said, I remember even in the first couple of years of my journey doing this, I think I felt like I had to get my workout in, you know, and it was a chore. And then I found the joy in it, and I found that's what I needed, and that I was so much better for it, you know? And you start to appreciate the journey, and you start to appreciate yourself. And that's when it really feels like you're fulfilled by this gift of, like, health. Like, not everybody has this opportunity to take care of themselves, you know? Like, I mean, we all do, but there are some people who have health issues or whatever the case is. And if you have the opportunity to take care of yourself, but you're not, you know, it's like, what are we doing? And you just kind of get that aha, wake up, light bulb moment. Okay, so really quickly, I want to turn it to Rachel. She is amazing, and I don't even really know her that well, but I feel like I love her already. And she's newer to our community, and I'm so pumped. She's not new to Beachbody. She's not new to the programs, but she's newer to our community. And I wanted her to kind of share, because this is what it's all about. I wanted her to kind of share, like, what she feels like has changed for her, what maybe has stood out to her, and just community and whatever she wanted to share that I thought would be an inspiration to other people who might be looking for a community and inspiration. So I would love to just hear whatever you have to share. You just share your heart.
All right. Thank you. Oh my God. Wow. So I have to tell you, I am a Marine wife. We've been everywhere. And I have 2 kids. I'm a C-section mama, and I gotta tell you, with Beachbody, it did not stick until Shannon, who is on this call. Shannon, I met one of my best friends through Beachbody, and if that's all you get out of working out every day, being accountable, having your supplements, doing your workout, then you've done something. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm a happier mom because I can be like, Shannon, my kids are crazy. And she's like, yeah, so are mine. Danielle, oh my gosh, my son had an allergic reaction. It's not even about the workouts for me. It's the fact that I can be like, hey, Danielle, Shannon, Tabitha, Jen, I know you're on here too. I can message all of you and you all know it, but we're all going to hold each other accountable. I'm like, hey, Shannon, did you work out today? No, I'm tired. Get out, get your workout in. Then you can have that wine. And she's like, you know, you're right. And I just, today, we're doing the Zoom workout with Danielle and Tabitha. Like, I was just like set on fire. My garage is hot as heck. I didn't really want to push as hard, but I saw them working their butts off. So if that's all it took is just, you know, 2 other people trying to make me move, yes. And absolutely, looking good is awesome. But the way that you feel after you do something hard, that's what I'm there for. Like, I was like, that was really hard. I did 17 and a half on chest. You know, like, this is the stuff that I want to do, and I want to do it with people who want to do it with me. So, can I do it at the gym? Yeah, I'm a Lesbian sprint instructor. I have participants in my class all the time, and I don't feel this way. I set up their bikes. They ask me, what else do you do? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. But they never want to do like the whole work, if that makes sense. They want to come to my class 5:30 in the morning and then just kind of meh. But I told them, like, it's the accountability. You need to have someone in your pocket that's going to hold you accountable and hold your hand sometimes, or have your wine with you sometimes. And you just, it's a feeling. I mean, I cannot say enough about it. And also, something that's not talked about yet here is Energize. Oh my God. I need it. I need it in my body. I replace my coffee with it sometimes, but I'm gonna try and tell you right now, game changer. Because I tried C4, I tried all the other stuff, and it kept me up. Because I'm an instructor. I was like telling my husband, like, I'm itchy. I can't sleep. I felt weird, but now he says, okay, we'll go back to your Energize, honey. So I don't know. I can't say enough good things about the people who hold you accountable, who hold your hand. And that's what you get out of these groups. It's not even about the workout for me anymore. Like, yeah, I love to play a workout, but I like the community. I like my friends. So I'll shut up now.
Yes. No, I love it. I love it. And community is everything, and relationships are everything to us. Like, we're humans and we need interaction and we need support and we need friendships. And so it just is like the icing on the cake when you can have that with the things that take care of you. So I love that you brought up Energize, because we're actually going to talk now about some products. So I don't want to give you like all the details about every product because it's boring. Like, nobody cares. You just want to know that they're amazing, and other things like that, and kind of what they've done. So I was never a shake person. Like, when I started this, I'm thinking, do I really need this shake? Like, I don't think I probably need it. But what I found and what I didn't know is that our bodies need and crave nutrition. Hello. But we can't physically eat the amount of food that our bodies need, because food's different than it used to be. The nutrients are different. It's grown different. It's harvested different, all those things. And we can't physically eat the amount of food that we need, because you couldn't eat as much broccoli as your body needs, right? So you need a supplement to fill in nutritional gaps, which we all have. I didn't realize that, but we're all deficient in something, maybe not the same things, but something. And when you don't have what you need, you aren't fueled and you don't have energy and you don't get results, right? So I don't like to promote something that's like, I'm not all about like a quick fix, like, here, drink this and you're going to lose weight. Because that's not sustainable. Like, that's not teaching anyone anything. But I do love something that's going to fuel my body in the way that my body needs, and I'm going to feel better because of it. And then your results are going to shine through, and you're going to get better results because you're able to push through your workouts more. And the end result typically from people drinking Shakeology is a bunch of other benefits, but it's also weight loss, typically because of the fact that your body's fueled. So that's kind of where that comes in. For me, I have gut issues. I probably have IBS. I've never been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I probably do have a form of IBS. I'm not going to go into what my symptoms are, but you can probably guess. So Shakeology's helped me a ton with that, but I still struggle a little bit. But again, I think I'm a rare case, but it's helped me a ton with how I used to be. And the number one thing that I want to share really quickly that I feel like I've noticed, or I know I've noticed with Shakeology, is immune support. Like, I think in the last 6 years of drinking it, and I've drank it for 6 years, and it's a staple in my everyday. And yes, it's necessary. And yes, I think it's the most amazing thing because of the quality, because you can find all kinds of stuff out there, you guys, that is cheap. All right. It's cheap and it looks good on paper. But if you go digging, and I have girls on here, they're like ingredient experts way beyond me, my like expertise. And like, it's not, you get what you pay for, and there's just crap supplements out there. And if I'm working out and I'm like working on me and I'm trying to be my best and eat good, then why would I take a crap supplement, right? Like, I need to pay attention to what's in my body. Like, it always amazes me to see, or here's another thing. This is one of my pet peeves, and I'm sorry if anybody uses the Monster drink, but don't even get me started. But Monster's horrible. And I see so many of these health professionals, you know, on Instagram that I follow, and they drink a Monster. And I'm thinking, Monster is like, I don't even know what's in it, but it's beyond the caffeine. There's some ingredients in it that like will literally could like stop your heart. But anyway, so my point is that you have to pay attention to what you're putting in your body, because why would we work out and spend all this time being healthy, but then take something that's not? So immune support is probably my favorite, and the gut health is probably my favorite thing with Shakeology. There's so many superfoods. There's so many probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes that you can't get from food again. And so it does amazing things for your immune system when your body has what it needs, because so many people like are on, like, they eat meat and potatoes and no vegetables. Well, what kind of nutrition are they getting? And then our immune systems are just down and junky, and they just don't fight against the stuff that we're up against. So I've been sick, I think twice. Like, I think I've had like 2 colds or something, whatever you want to call it, virus or something, since I've started in the last 6 years, which is amazing, because I would always get something every single year. So I feel like it's like my prescription for my health. So that's my favorite thing. And I'm going to pass the baton to Jessica and let her talk about a little bit about the products. And then we'll kind of go down the line with that.
Okay, yes. So I'm the ingredient snob, and I can tell you that nothing checks the boxes like Shakeology does. In fact, when Tabitha reached out to me to share with me about it, I was like, yeah, I don't think so, but let me go ahead and look at it. Like, seriously, that was my attitude. I probably said it to her in that voice too. No, just kidding. But I'm that person that looked up every ingredient, especially because I knew I wanted a product that I could take through my pregnancy, since that was the ultimate goal when I started my journey. I researched the heck out of it, and I was blown away, especially by the way they process, by the way they source, where they source. Mind-blowing. Quality, the efficacy, which basically means how well it works in your body. Mind-blowing. So, and again, I'm the same as Tab. I've been using this every single day. I was like, I'll try this for a month, and I'm 5 years in, and I do not miss a day, simply because of the way it's helped with my energy levels, the way it's helped my gut health, because I was diagnosed with IBS, and it has helped immensely. But the biggest thing for me, you guys know I shared with you my binge eating, and I'm going to be really honest with you. When I say binge eating, I don't mean I eat a little too much sometimes. I mean, if there's a package of Oreos, I will eat the whole thing. I struggle, you guys. It's something that I've been in therapy for. I work through this a lot, and this has been a huge instrumental tool for me, because it helps me with my sugar cravings, and it helps me with my junk food cravings so much. And it's so versatile. I make protein balls. Today I made like my own chocolate almond butter spread to have on my banana with it. It was insane. I need to share that in this group, because it was an amazing recipe that I just threw together today. Anyway, it's just something that's helped me a ton. So I wanted to touch on the Shakeology, and then really quickly, something I wanted to talk about, since you guys know I've had a huge transition with my nutrition, is we have 2 amazing nutrition programs. They spell everything out for you. They give you tons of choices. One of them is more structured. One of them is a little more eyeballing and a little less structure. So if you want more information on those, please reach out. We're glad to go in deeper detail. I don't want to dive into that too much tonight, because I really just want to focus on all the amazing things we have to share. And I could literally talk for a whole hour about our nutrition programs. So I love that they're sustainable. I love that I can go on vacation. I can go out to eat. I can go to a party and still stay on track, because this is real life. And I just want to say that I told my husband that I had this call, and he's mowing the grass, and I'm outside on the deck, and he knew I was going to be outside on the deck. So anyway, I will go ahead. That's what I wanted to share with you is I will go ahead and pass it to Danielle because I know she was wanting to talk a little bit too about our pre and post workout and just share how that's been instrumental. And he's mowing closer to the house, so I'm gonna mute. I apologize.
Can I just say, like, ditto about the Shakeology? Can I just say that? Like, because literally, I would say, and I missed some of what Tabitha was saying because I had to get up, but I would say for Shakeology, like that's definitely, of course, like one of my, favorite products, but I've noticed like a huge difference in like my hair and my face, like, like my complexion. If I stop drinking it, like, cause we just recently built a house and I had other priorities and I would just, that's another story. However, like I stopped drinking it for a little bit and I noticed like a huge difference. Like I could feel it in my gut. I could feel it like, just, I don't know, all over, like, especially like in my complexion, but you can see like I'm so smooth right now. Beautiful. Anyway, so yes. But I'm with Rachel. My absolute favorite is the Energize. Like that's the pre-workout. And I cannot function and I cannot work out without it. Like there is no way. I would probably go down into my basement and like half-ass like workout. Like I'd be like, yep, I'm doing it. Going through the motions, but not really probably getting much out of it. So the Energize is absolutely like my favorite thing. I drink it about 20-30 minutes before I work out. And it's so funny, like if anybody, if you're close with me, if you're in my family, like I seriously, my kids, because I've been home with my kids for 5 months, like I know somebody come save me. But I'll be like sitting in the living room and I'm like, all right, guys, like mom's feeling it, like I'm ready to go. And like my 4-year-old knows to like run and go grab her toys and get what she needs to come sit down in the basement with me while I get my workout. Like I don't even have to, like, she just knows. And it tastes good. Like I have to like watch my son because I will turn my back and he's over there chugging it. And if you know my son at all, he doesn't need Energized. So it tastes good. I love mixed berry. I also love lemon. So if you're like curious about like any flavors or anything like that, like, just ask. But, and then also there is a post-workout. Actually, one of my friends is on here, Jenny, and she messaged me today and she said, is it normal to feel like you have been beaten up? Because she said, my legs feel like awful. And I said, yes, that's very normal. I said, when you first start working out, I said, have fun trying to sit on the toilet. Like it's like impossible. So the post-workout is good for that. It's good for like sore muscles and it's just, it tastes good. I haven't done this yet, but I do know some people like use it as like a they'll make it like a dessert. They'll put like blend a banana in it or something. So, but it's really good. But it's good for your sore muscles and it's just good. Like there's lots of protein in that. So it's those two products though are just outside of the Shakeology, because I'm a Shakeology person, like I love it. I would say that those two products are my right under Shakeology for me.
Yeah. And also, so Shakeology has 16 grams of protein and Recover has 20. So I always tell people, I'm like, Shakeology is a nutritional foundation supplement. So it's like, it has protein in it, but it's not a protein shake. That's not why we're drinking it. Yes, we're glad it has protein, but Recover, which is the post-workout, is specifically for muscle recovery and helps with sore muscles. So I always kind of present it to people and let them know, like, kind of let them see what, like, I'm like, if you struggle with nutrition like I do, then like Shakeology is your jam, and you'll still want Recover probably, but like we can usually determine kind of which one or which staple they want to start out with first. And everybody loves Energize. Like I feel like Energize is just life, because not only is it an amazing pre-workout to help you push through your workout, it's an amazing pick-me-up in the afternoon, like if you need a boost. And it's completely clean and safe. Like pregnant women can drink it. It's awesome, which they can drink all of our supplements. Okay, so now really quickly, so we're gonna have a little fun, like interactive thing, because I have some prizes. So I'm giving away 2 of these. I'm gonna try to hold all this. Okay, so we have Bevy, which just came out. Bevy is like made from, it's basically, it's green tea, but it has very little caffeine. It has fiber in it. It has some other things in it supposed to help you curb cravings. So it's just like a drink made from stevia. I think it's 15 calories.
The brewer's yeast. I've been reading about this, and it's really cool.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great.
And brewer's yeast helps with breastfeeding.
Oh, cool. Good to
Yes.
know. I love it.
Yeah.
So they have 2 flavors, but I have the pomegranate. So this is what I'm giving away, a Beach Bar, which these are like a staple in my everyday life. Like I don't hardly go a day without eating a Beach Bar, and the Almond Crunch are my favorite. So that's what someone's getting. Fruit Punch and Berry Energize, and a Shakeology chocolate vegan and vanilla vegan. I'm not vegan, but I think the plant-based protein's better. Personally, digestively, I think that most people don't. Some people have a little bit of a reaction to whey protein. And I feel like most people, they might not, but I like to start people on vegan just because I think that there's a better chance that they're not going to have like any kind of reaction to the protein. And then a shaker cup. Okay, so I have two of these sets to give away. I was going to stuff all of this in the cup, but you're not. I wanted to show you what you're getting. Okay, so whoever, and I'm really like wanting to mostly hone in on people that are on this call that, and I don't care, anyone can participate, but a lot of us are coaches on here. I would like to kind of give a prize away to someone who's not a coach already, because a lot of us have this stuff already. I want someone to try it who actually is not a coach. So I want you guys to respond. This is simple. It's not hard. In the chat, you're going to tell me what has this group done for you? What do you like about it? I don't care. Whatever you want to share. Like what has opened your eyes about this group, or what's your favorite thing, or what's given you like motivation or whatever. I love it. It's given me confidence. That's what Destiny said. Yay! Okay, Destiny, you're our first winner. I'm so excited. Yes, it's so true. And that's like, and I always say action leads to confidence. Like it's just taking action. Like people are like, I lack confidence. And the reason we lack that usually, and we all have confidence issues. Like we could go on and on about that. But a lot of times it's because we haven't taken action and we haven't actually done something to like prove that we can do hard things. And what happens when we do something? Well, we feel accomplished. And then we realize that we can do it. And then that builds and builds, and we start to gain confidence because of a simple task that we set out to do. Yes, good. I'm glad. I'm so glad it's been super supportive. Accountability and worked out for 2 weeks without stopping. No, I know what you meant, Jennifer. I totally know what you meant. Yes, I'm so glad you feel that way. And it is because like, you know, and I think tough love's important. Like sometimes people are like, okay, I know I need to get my butt in gear. You know, like we all know if we're slacking and we need to up our game. We all can be honest and saying, okay, it's my fault I'm slacking. Like I can get back in the game. I need to do this. So sometimes tough love's okay, but sometimes like you got to just be easy on yourself, and people need someone to say like, you know, hey, like you got this, like just do something simple today. Don't feel like you have to do it all. Oh my gosh. Yes. I love it. And I'm that way too. I'm not like a gym person. I used to go to the gym because I didn't know what else to do, but I didn't have the tools, and I would go to the gym and I would be on the treadmill for like 10 minutes and I'd be like, okay, now I'm going to go to the elliptical because I don't know what else to do. And now I'm going to use this machine. And then now I'm like kind of over this. I think I'm just going to go get McDonald's. So because I didn't know what I was doing, you know, and no one had given me like the tools. And what I love about this is you literally have everything you need to succeed. You have somebody telling you what to do. You have a program from the best trainers on the planet, but it's also designed, each day is designed to work a certain part of your body, right? Like these programs are effective because they're targeting different things each day. Okay, so Destiny, I will get your address after we're done with this call, and I will send you your prize. Okay, so now we're gonna dive in. We're gonna wrap this up here in just a little bit. This has been so awesome. I've loved I hope you guys.
Tabitha?
Yes. Okay, go ahead. So
Okay, you go ahead because you do it. I will just hold it like I'll be your Vanna White.
okay, so Danielle. Danielle has this amazing cup that she's created with the epoxy. You guys have seen these like tumblers that have like the glitter and like the shiny, they look super cool. And she put this awesome quote on this cup. Okay, so this cup, we're not giving this cup away tonight. I don't know what I said before, but I changed my mind. This cup is actually going to be given to anybody who dives in to our big group, who like takes the plunge. Like we're doing a drawing for this cup, and I'm gonna shove, I or Danielle, I don't care, I'll do it. I'll shove more samples in the cup and give the cup away with the samples. So we're gonna give this away to anybody who purchases by Friday night. And the reason being is because Friday completes our group, and excitement is like coming off of a 5-day group, and there's no reason, if you love what you've done and you want to dig in and go for it, then there's no reason to really like think a lot about it. And that way you can start with us like on Monday officially maybe, and start and dig in and like join our big group. I think in our big group we have like almost 400 people. So it's really amazing because we just have so much, you know, support and encouragement. Okay, so there's the cup. I'll put a picture of it in the group, but anybody who dives in with us and kind of jumps in to do our big group, you're going to be entered to win that cup. Okay, so really quickly, I want to kind of go through like what's next, right? So, and some of you aren't through the week, and I know that we're only kind of sort of little over halfway, so just bear with me because I'm not trying to rush you guys or like be pushy at all. I just want to share kind of what's next because this is easier than going live, to just share it kind of now, which I may still go live at the end of the group just to kind of help people get started if they want to. So basically, like I said, we run these big groups, and it's a glimpse of what you've experienced in this 5-day group. The cool thing about it is the 5-day group's amazing, but then what, right? Like you've dove in and you've done your hard work and you've accomplished something and you've shown up. But now what, right? Like you've got to figure out, okay, do I want to keep this going? And do I want to keep working on me? And do I want to kind of show up for myself every single day and see where I can take my body, physical transformation, maybe mental transformation, maybe there's something else you want to work on. And so you got to think about those things. And so we have our big group that we would invite you to, and you would basically, your coach, whoever added you to the group, would help you, and they're going to be in contact with you anyways, just to check on you and see how you loved the group and see what your thoughts are, and see if we can help you. But the thing of it is like I said, we create so many relationships, and in 5 days, like you can create a little bit of a relationship in 5 days, right? But let's be real, like you kind of need to sort of show up a little longer to really kind of get, you know, some bonds created in the group. And so that's what's awesome. When you dive in the big group, you get weekly meal plans. You've seen the meal plans that I've shared in this 5-day group. Well, you get them every single week in our big group. There's meal plans for days. And because you got to keep it interesting, because people think like we talked about this last night on a call I did with Rachel and Danielle and Shannon. I'm like, nobody wants a diet. Nobody wants a diet. Nobody wants restriction. Nobody wants to think that they can't have something that they love, or that they can't, like, because it's just not fun that way, right? So we know we want to keep in check for the most part. We know when we need to dial in, but we also know that we want to live life and enjoy life. And that's what I truly believe this lifestyle's about. It's about having fun and enjoying things, ice cream and wine and whatever you want with your kids, and just being like a mom and eating stuff that whatever. But it's also just about showing up for yourself and eating right, and trying to find things that keep it spicy and exciting, because we don't want to eat chicken and broccoli. Like ain't nobody like really loving that lifestyle. I'm just saying, okay? And maybe they are, but I don't know. I think they're lying. So I love the meal plans that we share, because there's just so much it's just versatile, and there's so many different ways to mix things up to make it that your family likes it. So you're not eating something that's just completely, like I said, restricted. So I'm not going to go super in depth about the cost and all of that. Your coach is going to talk to you, but you can buy a package. We call it a wellness package. We call it a challenge pack, where you basically set yourself up for success. It's I feel like it's a really reasonable investment in order to get your Beachbody on demand, which is basically the glimpse of what you've seen for the 5 days. It's 27 cents a day. Like it's seriously so cheap to gain access to our Beachbody On Demand, where you get over 65 programs and over 1,000 workout classes. And any new program that they add, you get added to your library eventually. So anyways, I could go on, but you set yourself up for success and you dive in and you get results and you become a part of an amazing community. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? I'm going to give away this one more prize, but does anybody have anything you think I left out that you want to share? Because that's perfect if you do. Or does anybody have a question that they're like just curious about?
Hey, so Tabitha, I was thinking that, like the Liquid IV and None is super popular, which I have both, but our electrolyte supplement tastes better.
Okay.
And I think that like people are definitely kind of like looking at and buying, and it's a huge option with Beachbody and tastes better.
What was it, Rachel? What did you say you had tried? What was the other product that you said?
So Liquid IV and
Yes.
None is NUUN. So the tabs, I don't like them. I tried them and I don't like it. Liquid IV is okay, but it's very high up on sugar and
Okay.
what you need after, a workout. But I think it's kind of cool for people to know that we do have a great electrolyte, option.
Yeah, no, I love that. I'm glad you said that. So I was actually wondering about the Liquid IV because I've seen some other people use it. I was curious about it, but we have a hydrate, and it's like what, 2 grams of sugar? Is that what, are you drinking that, Miranda? Oh, you were waving your cup. I didn't know if that's what you had in there. And a lot of people.
Yeah, it's lower sugar, lower sodium.
Yes. And it's, basically just refueling and electrolytes and all of that stuff. And it is. And it's great for kids too, because like my kids, like when I make Energize, my kids want something and they can have hydrate. So it's pretty cool to be able to give them something so they can mix it up and they're not having a ton of sugar from Gatorade or whatever. Yeah. And it just comes in the one flavor.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I actually use it as like a mixer when I want to have a treat and have like an adult drink. I like to mix it with
Tequila.
Tequila. Jim's like alcohol. Yes, because it's a good option and it keeps the sugars low and it keeps you hydrated so that you can enjoy your drink and not get too tipsy. And then another great option for that is like if you have a sick kid or maybe a GI bug in the house, like it's a really great way to replenish liquids. But I did want to touch on that just so super briefly. We also have what we call boosts to put in our Shakeology that are amazing options to add a serving of vegetables that you cannot taste. We have a focus and energy boost you can add. We have a digestive boost you can have if you're like Tabitha and you're on the struggle bus there, getting accomplished in the bathroom, if you know what I mean. And then we also have an amazing collagen supplement. So I just wanted to touch on that real briefly because I think those are little hidden gems that people don't realize. And one thing I love is that I don't ever have to worry that there's fillers or junk in our stuff. So anyway, didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to touch on that. Oh, and one more thing. With our BOD, you get access to all the fitness programs and a cooking show. So I think that I like the cooking shows because I can get ideas. I'm not a person to sit and watch a cooking show, but so many of my friends are and really enjoy it. So I wanted to mention that as well.
Yeah, there's so much to offer on there besides workouts. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to give away this prize. So really quickly, I want you guys that are on here that are in this group doing the 5 workouts, right? I want you guys to schedule your workouts and I want you to push through and I want you to do day 4 and 5 like a boss because you're going to feel so accomplished and we're going to celebrate you and we're just super excited. How well do you think the focus boost would work for someone with ADHD? Like this possible customer is trying to get off of her meds due to high blood pressure. Jessica Servi, you should answer that for Jenna, maybe after this. Because you'll probably be good to answer that for her. Okay, so the next question for you guys that I want you to put up in the chat, and again, just send questions if you have them, or just say what your thoughts are or whatever. We love it. But I want you guys to let us know, whoever the first person is that tells me what what's your favorite program that you've done with the workouts that we've done in here? So it's either Transform 20, bar. Oh, Gabby says bar blend. Jennifer says bar. Okay, that's so funny because bar is like my soulmate program. Like when bar came out, I remember I was like, I don't know if I'm going to even really, like, this program is just kind of looks like, I don't even think I'm going to do it because it just didn't look like the typical workout program that I was used to. And that's what's awesome about these programs, because it's muscle confusion. It's switching it up. Like if you do the same, if I did 21-day fix over and over and over again, like, I don't understand. Like, you can't get that good of results. You can't I mean, you can still maintain, but if you want to switch it up, you got to do something different, right? And that's what keeps this interesting, because I get bored. Like, I'm like the person who needs something different. I need something to spice it up. Yes, and T20, Transform 20 is such a popular program. They all are, but Shanti's, everybody loves Shanti, and 20 minutes, there's nothing like a 20-minute program. Okay, so Jennifer, I'm going to get your address as well, and I'll be sending you your samples. So I'm so thankful that you all jumped on this. I hope you found something from this call that you found beneficial. There's my dog. Or interesting, or something that kind of fueled your fire, or maybe helped you to see that how you could fit this into your life and maybe what you would want to. It's a game changer, and it's literally like my life. It's everything to me. And I know to these girls that are on here too, I would be completely lost without this. Something I never even knew I needed, you know, and things like that pop up in our life when we don't even realize we need something like this. So thank you all. Let's do a quick, if anybody wants to, I'm going to hit stop